I lay on top of the hot air balloon, my elbows clawing at the frozen vent valve. At 10,000 meters, the valve felt welded shut, frozen solid. I stomped on it with my foot and pried it open after several hard kicks. To prevent the valve from cracking, I wedged my boot into the seam and cut my shoelace to lock it in place. The extreme cold and lack of oxygen drained me of strength, and I collapsed onto the balloon's surface. Not long before, James and I had set out to push the limits of human flight altitude, so we climbed higher and higher in the balloon. But when we reached 2,000 meters, the balloon plunged into churning clouds and began to toss violently. I wanted to call off the flight, but James was dead set on breaking the record and decisively stopped me. I slipped into a faint slide and a sudden drop jolted me awake. I found myself hanging upside down at 10,000 meters, and the hemp rope around my waist had saved my life. With my last strength, I swung my body and finally got back into the gondola. James woke slowly and took out brandy to disinfect my hands, which felt as if they had been crushed. I watched the snowflakes fall, but they seemed frozen in time, falling much slower than we were. I realized something was wrong and quickly shut the valve, then threw the sandbags and instruments out of the basket. The weight dropped, but our descent remained terrifyingly fast. We cut the gondola ropes and pushed the whole basket away. Even then, we were still plummeting at high speed. My heart pounded as I gripped the hemp rope. In that desperate moment, I made a decision. I cut the inner ropes of the balloon,